Hello, this is Solomon Davis, Right Side Trader. Today is December 30th, 2023, and this is my weekly market review where I'm reviewing the Russell 2000, that's IWM, on a quarterly chart, monthly chart, weekly chart, and a daily chart. This is all for educational purposes only, no trade recommendation here, because as we all know, trading is risky. You can lose money at trading, so please check with your financial advisor. Please check with your significant other and make sure trading is something that is suitable for you. All right, let me change this over and get right in there. Ooh, what is this? This is virtual account. I will delete that. So let's zoom in here and take a closer look and see what's going on. This past weekend, what's going on? But before I forget, Happy New Year to everyone. I hope everybody had a great year and looking forward to having an even greater, 2024. All right, but let's zoom in here on this quarterly chart and see what we see on the Russell. Oh, yeah. Minimize that too. All right. The Russell, as I had said before, was looking very bullish. It has come to the tops. If you noticed my tops before, I had these already here. This is where I thought it was going to have a hard time. I thought it would have a hard time getting above 2100 on the future contract, getting above probably 210 on this IWM product. And that has played out this month, put it that way. So that's where we're at, and that's what I see right now. At a top, and the other markets also at a top, we're going to have a hard time going higher in the next few weeks. Next week, in my opinion, is a very critical week to see what's going to happen. But we're still looking strong to the upside here on this quarterly chart and all, and just got to see what's going to happen. But we are at a top, and you can see the little pullback here at the end of the quarter here and what we had the last 2 days of the market and all, which we'll see here in a sec. Let's go ahead and take a quick look at the weekly chart. On the weekly chart, as I said before, as we can see here on the monthly chart, as we can see here, we did cross the line that I was expecting it to get to, and my resistance point, my supply point, and actually ended up closing below it. We are above those highs. We did make yearly highs here on the Russell. The question is, can it make all-time highs next year? It's definitely not going to be this year. Friday was the last trading day of the year. And so we're just looking forward now. These are some pretty big candles on the Russell, these last two monthly candles that we have. The question is, will this thing keep going? All right, let's go ahead and take a quick look at the weekly chart and see what we see there. And this is where I'm saying it's getting kind of critical, and you can see it here on this weekly chart. Like I said, this last week of the year, we actually did get above my level, my supply level, my resistance level, but then we ended up pulling back down below that and all. So looking at this, like I said, next week is a very critical week. Looking at the higher time frames to see what this market is going to do. Is this market going to zigzag? Is it getting ready to go back down, or is it going to try to push higher? That's what we're going to be waiting to see. At this time, as I always say, we're at a top. If you're not already long, no need of getting long at this time. But that's what I see here, and this is on the weekly chart is showing you that we are at a top. We have gotten a red candle now on a weekly picture. When we usually get a red candle near a top on a weekly picture on the Russell, we can roll over. So be very careful, be very careful, be very careful. Let's go ahead and go down to a daily chart and wrap this on up on the daily chart. The Russell had been gapping up. I got here in this little cluster area. Now we're in pullback. There's a small gap. It has closed this one gap here on the daily picture. That would be a jailer gap right there. Because again, looking at the wicks, and I would like to see the body actually close those gaps. And right here we have a clear gap right here on IWM where the wicks are nothing are crossing, a body are crossing. So this thing has the potential of actually coming all the way down here and try to close this gap before it actually goes higher. I do not think it's going to actually come down here and close this gap here. If it does, that'll be letting us know. We'll know that as soon as we get another red weekly candle that this thing might be heading down here to close this gap before it goes any higher. And just again, the market doesn't go straight up; it goes up in waves usually. And next week, looking at this on this daily chart with these weekly pivots, we will be opening below pivot, so that gives me definitely we'll probably be closing this gap here next week before we go any higher and all. So that's what I see here on the Russell 2000, and that's all I really have to share at this time. Hope you guys have a happy new year, and I'll speak to you guys next year. Have a good one. Bye. This is Solomon, Right Side Trader. Yes, I am sounding a little different. I am got a little something going on. It's not COVID. Tested negative for COVID, so it's not that. Talk to you later. Have a good one. Bye.